Today we're going to be talking about my Mazda RX8 that I traded for my daily. And now it's my daily. So let's get right into it, guys. Damn, there's some people here. There's some people here and there shouldn't be that much people here, but like 2 cars have passed. And low key I'm pretty embarrassed. When I first went to go look at this car, I was super excited to finally get to have a chance to have my dream car. I've been looking for this car for a while. And when I had the money, there was no good cars up. All of them were like $1,000 with a blown engine. And I came across this car. It's been posted for like what, 8 months. He told me he took it down for some reason. He took it down. I don't remember exactly why. When I first met him, he's a chill guy. He's cool. And who wouldn't be cool if you're trying to get rid of a car that could blow up any second. And then after we did the deal, I was like, oh my god, I want this car. And then after we signed the papers, traded and everything, I was like, fuck, did I make a mistake? I was brakes. I honestly couldn't sleep that night because I was like, what if I made a mistake? Did I make a mistake? First met him, he was pretty knowledgeable, and I straight up told him, I don't know how to drive stick. And he was like, oh, it's simple, dude, I'll help you. So he took me driving around. I think I've only stalled like 3 times. Yeah, it was pretty nuts. I stalled like on top of railroad tracks. On top of railroad tracks. I knew you'd be an idiot to trade a reliable car for a non-reliable car, right? 79,000 miles. I put around 3K miles, 4K miles on it, and 79K miles is pretty low, but it's up there. Like, people recommend getting an RX8 41K miles or lower, at least 40K miles, so that you have that prolonged life for the car. But you can't really find one when you're broke, and when these cars, their engines are already blown up. So starting off, when I first went to the dude's house, to trade in my car, when I first got there, it was like dark, like the sun barely set. I couldn't see a thing, and the car's black, so can't really see the dings. Here's what we're working with. It's not as bad in person, but I just need new side markers and then a little bit of paint right there. I put these on here and I already messed it up, as you see from that air bubble. And then it came with this. It fell off, so they had to zip tie it. It's a little dented right here. Nothing wrong with the little headset dent. This paint right here is starting to fade. There's a little gap right here. I don't even know what happened here. Like, I think he said it got hit or the paint faded, but it's a little bumpy right here, so I'm not too sure. Look at that little bug. Has this aftermarket release, steering wheel release. Oh, I forgot the word, but it's aftermarket steering wheel. It has a hub. He did a little DIY. You can see a little cut right there, and then just to fix this in there with some zip ties on the back. And then he also installed this aftermarket radio. It's not that bad. Sometimes it works. I don't know how to fix it. The audio comes on and off when it wants to, and then when it doesn't, I just be jamming on my phone. Maybe I should bring a speaker in here. Previous maintenance, he just pre-mixed, and he just told me he pre-mixed. He used Idemitsu rotary pre-mix just to lubricate the apex seals so the engine doesn't blow up. He gave me like a case of it. Really nice of him, but it's figures, since he's not gonna have the car anymore. What's he gonna put it in? A Honda Accord. Obviously was using royal purple, full, like, premium synthetic, full synthetic. I don't know what it's called. He was using the regular one, but I decided to go with the high performance street 10W30. It just adds a little bit more lubrication to the apex seals, since it injects oil into the combustion chamber. So that's why I decided to go with that. A lot of people say to go with like Castro GTX or something and other oils, because it's not fully synthetic, and It being fully synthetic means it doesn't burn that well in the combustion chamber and it just leaves residue. So I honestly might make the switch. If you guys have any recommendations on what I should do, like what has been working for you, I would definitely take that advice. Because I honestly don't want to spend like what $100 on a freaking pack of oil, and I put about like four and a half quarts of oil into this. You definitely get looks when you premix and change, like, top off oil, but you know, it's the life. Okay, so when I first got this car, it came with the stock spoiler. I honestly switched it. I got this off Facebook Marketplace for like $50. I saw it and I was like, that looks so familiar, and it was, I don't know if it's a replica, but I honestly think it's an OEM Mazda Speed spoiler, and I got it for $50. I drove an hour away and I got it for $50. That's a steal in my eyes. But it didn't come with any hardware, and there's still some water. Still some water that's stuck. There's still water that's stuck in there. When I first got it, because the dude left it out, and then it didn't come with any hardware, so I had to go find some at Home Depot and makeshift some. And honestly, it was a usual issue that people will run into, is that the seals go bad on the taillights, and then it allows water to get in. I gotta put a picture right here so you guys can know what that looks like. When I first saw this car, I've always wanted to get these taillights. It's because it reminds me of a GTR. Like, you're driving in the dark highway and people see these two lights light up. You're like, is that a GTR? And they pass me, and no, it's a Mazda RX8. It was a bad trade, you know. You go from a 2008 Honda Accord to a 2004 Mazda RX8. The gas mileage is way different. Like, my girlfriend lives 15 miles away, so I drive back and forth. I go pick her up. It's 30 miles together. And I do that like in a day or two. And on the second day, I'm always gassing up to a full tank. And well, it sucks, but I love the car so much. You know, it's like diminishing return. You get nothing from it, but I get something from it, apparently, if I love this car so much. And in the end, do I regret getting the car? I honestly don't regret it. It's been a fun addition into my life. Would I recommend this to anyone? I wouldn't, honestly. Like, you're taking a gamble. You're taking a gamble when you're straight trading your daily for this to be your daily.